The third time I met her, she picked me up from North Point Mall to take me to I-55, and she put me in a car and said, "This is Maddie Sharp, and she's going to prophesy over you."
Hi, I'm Maddie Sharp, and I'd like to say that Ashley Fagan is pretty amazing.
And Maddie prophesied over me, and Miss Ashley prayed over me, and it was really cool.
She has kind of mentored me for the past year in growing my spirituality in the Lord, and she has done such a great job, and she's very comforting, and she's very easy to talk to, and in some ways she's like a kid, but in other ways she's very, very mature spiritually and any other way.
It's one of my best memories of her.
She's taking me out of the dark depths of despair.
I was in the car with Miss Ashley and some other people going to the spring retreat, and the first thing she did was she asked me a bunch of really weird questions, like where do I squeeze my toothpaste from, and then she told me what my personality was from that, and it was really spot on.
She took pictures of me when I was a little kid with a guitar, and how she just always inspired me to go with my music and do anything that I could with it. Dang it. I know. Tell God all about it.
We are the music makers, and we are the dreamers of dreams.
She took that little inspiration from that movie and turned it into a youth group, including a youth band to get the music makers involved, and the dream interpretation group to get all the dreamers together. And so just needed to give you that little bit to shed some light on Ashley, and the effect it's had on me, because as a result, I've come to love that movie as much as she has.
One thing that Miss Ashley has very much taught me is the real meaning of worship and what it means to be a worshiper and to play worship music and to sing. She's the one who first got me to actually sing her people.
Well, Ashley was one of the first people to hang out with me when I came to the church. She's the one who got me baptized in the Holy Spirit. And she has probably been one of the ones who has encouraged me the most in my walk with the Lord.
My father's memory of Miss Ashley is I always remember that for probably the longest time, ever since I can remember, every time I call her, she answers the phone going, "Janet!"
I'd have to say that my favorite memory of Miss Ashley is when she bought shoes for me and her, and I got Sharpies and we colored all over the shoes.
She's pretty much the most amazing person I've ever met. She's really artistic, and she knows a lot about music and art and stuff, and she always comforts you and stuff.
She is a really awesome youth leader. I've learned so much from just being in the gathering for a couple of months now, and I'm really, really thankful for her.
Yeah, she laughs at my jokes, and she's about the only person who laughs at my jokes.
Pretty much, she's amazing because every time I'd email her with a problem, she'd be like, "Hey, I know how to fix this." I'd be like, "Oh my gosh, you're my hero."
That it's cool because she's one of those person that keeps in touch all the time. She's not very distant, so she's always checking on me. It's cool.
She came into my life in a time where I was struggling in my faith because I had nowhere to plug in, and I was struggling with having to become a senior and step up as a leader, and it felt like all the leaders in my life had abandoned me, and I didn't have anybody to turn to draw my strength from. And I'm a writer and a singer, and I couldn't write, and I was struggling artistically, and it just felt like my world was kind of crashing down. And then I met Miss Ashley, and she kind of popped into my life, because I don't think she ever comes in quietly. It was more like, "Hello, and she just took me under her wing almost automatically. No questions asked. She didn't care where I came from or what I used to be. She loved me for who I was, and it was an unconditional love.
And then there's this one time I remember in church where I didn't know her at all, and then she just came up to me and sat next to me, and then just sat there and patted my knee and said, "I hope you don't feel awkward." But I did.
So welcome to the land of pure imagination that is Ashley Fagan.
How has Ashley changed your life?